Welcome back to Barely There. I'm Max.
I'm Brendan.
This is our stupid show about stupid things.
Absolutely. Just two special little guys.
Yeah. If you're curious about the hats, we're going to have a short format video come up on our channel. Probably before this one gets uploaded, right?
Probably, yeah.
Sometime soon. Yeah, go check that out. We did an arts and craft. And later on, we're going to film the outro about who did what. But these are our wizard hats.
These are our wizard hats. I'm not going to say how they came to be, but I'm just going to say that they are cool, and I love mine, and I'm very fortunate to have it.
No, it's true.
All right, you look great, Sky Wizard.
Do I sound great?
You sound fine to me.
This episode might just sound like the entire time.
Until we put them down, I feel like we were just
true.
doing. I feel like I was just wearing it just so that
Just for the promo?
Just for the promo.
Yeah. Go check it out on our channel. And don't forget to subscribe. While you're over there.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
So how you been?
I've been good, man. This past week, I didn't really do much. I've been so isolated from people. I feel like every time I get out of the house and do something involving people, I'm like, oh my God, civilization! It's ridiculous.
You're recharging.
Yeah, and I need to not recharge my social battery. I feel like my social battery is so overly charged.
And it hasn't been used.
Yeah, because I work exactly.
You're at 100% the whole time. You need some.
I work remote, and I'm such a people person, so that when I clear a 5-day work week, and I've only interacted with the people in the house.
That's a rock and a hard place, man.
Yeah, it's
being
tough.
like very socially, being a social butterfly, but working from home where nobody is.
Exactly.
That's a scenario, man.
The setup's nice. I mean, I don't mind the job, but exactly. It's exactly the dilemma you've described. Mm-hmm. It's been tough. So I'm glad to see you. How about you, man? How's your week?
It's been good. It's been good. I don't know if I said it during the arts and crafts episode, but that party that I said I was supposed to be going to, the cowboy party, canceled. I know.
We never got to see the outfit either.
You will. I'll wear it one of these days.
Okay, sweet.
I'll wear it one of these days. I might even wear it for an episode.
Love it.
Yeah, it got canceled, but I wasn't really all that upset about it just because, it was very last second.
That's fair. Your voice sounds so crispy in these phones today, by the way.
Yeah?
Yeah,
that's
crazy.
Good. I can barely hear myself.
Okay.
Did that. Well, didn't do that.
Yeah, did not do that.
Work was not bad. It wasn't bad. I mean, it was definitely better than some of these past few weeks where it was 100 degrees consistently.
God, I cannot imagine working in the trades during the summer.
Oh, dude. Some places it's nice where you're working in an air conditioned spot or something.
Yeah.
Or at least there's something nice to eat nearby, there might be a nice little restaurant or something to go to at lunch or something. That's the best part about the job. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I've heard plenty of food stories from this guy.
Yeah.
But then again, you get to explore all the best parts.
You get to see
food.
You get to as any kind of traveling job where you work in a very close-knit territory like ours is. We work only in some parts. Mm-hmm. I think it's within 20 or 25-ish miles a radius. Maybe a little more than that. I might be wrong. But you get to learn very intimately the different spots and good and bad.
For sure.
The good is really, really good. There are some spots that I'm excited to go and see them. And then there are other places where it's oh,
dang.
I might take a Uber or a Lyft or something there.
Drop your food recommendation questions in the comments.
Yeah.
I'm interested.
That's a great idea. Please do that because there are so many good spots here. There are so many good spots and I have opinions. And I'm not going to get into them today.
That's fair.
But that's something for later.
Yeah, totally. We'll keep that one in the back pocket.
Other than that, work was good.
Nice.
Obviously, went to that concert that I think I said we went to.
I don't know if you mentioned it last week. I didn't hear about this concert till earlier this week. Tell us about this concert.
So we went to a concert. I don't know if you know the band Ghost. It's a little bit of a hard rock, heavier kind of rock.
Heck yeah.
Band. I listen to all genres of music. I'm not biased towards anything. You could introduce me to anything on Spotify, SoundCloud, wherever, Apple Music. I will give it an open and honest listen before I go, yeah, not a fan
He'll
of
give it a
this, or I
shot.
don't like it. Yeah.
He'll give it a shot.
And I was never like a long standing fan of Ghost. Like I wasn't it's not that I didn't like them. I just didn't know who they were.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't familiar with them at all. And I got invited to go to this concert. And my first thought was, all right, if I'm going to go see somebody live, I want a wide and broad opinion of them. So I listened to their entire discography.
Oh, cool. Like during work throughout the week? That's cool.
Like I got invited to this a while ago.
Oh, gotcha.
So I had time and I just slowly but surely listened to the entire discography.
What do you rate it? You like it?
Honestly, it's a really, really, really good band if that genre of music is what you're into.
Heavy rock, metal
Yeah,
kind of stuff?
yeah. If that's the kind of jam that, you like and what you want to listen to, I think that they do it fantastic. I think that
You said their show is pretty good.
the show itself was amazing. I didn't even know how old these guys were. Like these were no, I'm serious. These guys moved like they were young, but they were a band in the 80s.
Dang, good
Like
for them.
these guys were doing this in the 80s.
Still got it.
Before we were born, these guys were still doing this. And they moved like they were no older than 30. These guys put on a show.
They were flying.
The performance was fantastic. The music was moving and dynamic and very, very high quality.
Sweet.
Especially for a live performance. You'll have like some user error at live performances sometimes.
I've been to some duds of live performances before.
Yeah, these guys, it felt like I was listening to the pre-recorded song.
Especially like some of the most notable duds I've been to have been metal concerts.
Yeah.
And it's like
These guys did not miss.
Nice.
These guys did not miss.
Sweet.
Their performance, like movement wise, was amazing. Their music was dynamic as could ever be. No matter the rendition or era that it was recorded in, be it live or a song from back in the 80s, it sounded great. Their production value was massive. Like I haven't seen a concert with this much stuff in it, like props and pyrotechnics and CGI background screens, massive like lights coming down from the ceiling, mist machines, like floor elevators, all of it. They pulled out everything. It was great.
Shout out Ghost.
It was fantastic. And I mean, granted, they're like one of the most prolific bands from their time, including up to now, because the stadium was actually jam packed.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I just didn't know who they were.
Yeah, it's crazy. I haven't heard of them till like now either.
Exactly.
So. Cool.
But
shout out Ghost. Come on the show.
Fantastic.
Raving review from Brendan.
Fantastic.
Speaking of raving reviews, since yesterday, I told you I picked up that Donkey Kong game.
Yes.
Donkey Kong Bonanza. We like amongst our first episodes, we talked about the controversy in the Nintendo Switch 2 because the price is crazy.
Absolutely.
Price is crazy,
It's
but
nuts.
I did end up getting one. Ended up getting the Mario Kart. Mario Kart's good. We played it.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's not as good as the last one, but it's a fun installment.
It has its niches that
It
make
tries
it
some
good.
new things. Yeah, exactly. It's the niches. And I was really kind of like upset that the Switch 2 didn't drop with like a new Mario title, because like we've been waiting so long for like a new fresh Mario game since the last Switch, and so I was like, I'm not gonna get this Donkey Kong game. I didn't even pay attention to it until a couple days ago, and before I got it, I saw IGN gave it a 10 out of 10, and I don't really trust IGN reviews because they've given some stuff reviews that
Well, that's the whole thing about opinions.
yeah.
Is that, yours might differ from theirs.
Exactly.
No matter how the experience might have been on their end.
You're absolutely right. So, but I did end up picking Donkey Kong Bonanza, and this game is the truth.
Yeah.
This game, it is the Mario game I was hoping was going to come out. They just put it on Donkey Kong, and I don't love Donkey Kong's new redesign. I think it would be a better game if it did kind of scratch that nostalgic itch.
I feel like a lot of people feel the same way.
Yeah.
Where they saw the new Donkey Kong.
I don't want to
face
play as
design.
Seth Rogen Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
That's the truth. I want to
Everybody
play as
saw
Donkey Kong that, is an animal. Because this game is, you can smash everything in this game. Dude, like anything you see, you can.
Everything's
you can,
destructible?
Yeah, so like it's so good because Someone said it's like a cross between Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild, which is a bit of a stretch because Breath of the Wild is big. That's a big game.
Breath
Like
of the Wild
literally
is a
anything you see, you
big
can go.
game.
But with this one, the worlds are large. There's a ridiculous amount to explore, which is a dangerous game for someone like me.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I can just like play one level and I'm like, it's been 6 hours. That's what happened yesterday.
Yeah, you get lost.
You get lost. You can climb, smash, and there's a big mining theme, and there's a big music theme too. And they just do so good. So
I feel like that's a highlight of
Yeah.
new titles coming into the Switch too. As much as I don't want to pay $500 for the console plus a game, they have they're the pros versus the cons of the games that they have been dropping are really, really good pros. And I'm a big soundtrack guy when it comes to video games.
Yeah, man.
Massive, massive soundtrack guy. If I open a game and the soundtrack in the main menu slaps, I'm immediately a little more into the game.
Hooked.
Like, and two games that I know for sure would do that well. Mario Kart World has a fantastic soundtrack.
Yeah. It's
I don't care
unmatched.
what you say about the game. If you don't like the intermission tracks, if you don't like the things that they're doing,
If you don't like it,
if you don't like it,
yeah.
if you don't like it, you don't like it. I'm not
You
telling
haven't-
you to like the game.
If you don't like that music, then you probably just don't have the appreciation
Yeah.
for nostalgic Mario like the target audience does.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying?
They knew to target the guys that were going to feel that nostalgia.
Yeah.
And remember where those songs came from, despite them being like remixed and changed a little bit.
Because what they usually do is that they take a clip from a classic Mario piece of music and they amp it up and
Yup.
they recompose it into a new genre to match the pace of a race. So when you hear the melody on the course that you are, it brings you back to the
Right
level
back to the
course
level,
is based
the original
off of.
game.
Yeah.
It takes you back to the original game that it came from.
And this is Nintendo. Nintendo is the masters of this. You know, they have gotten so ridiculously good at using their enormous repository of music and then re-injecting it into that nostalgic part of your brain. So
Well,
whenever
that-
you play their new games and it's crispy and clean, all the flashing lights and bright colors make your brain just go, "Oh my gosh!"
I feel like that's where you kind of have to give them credit for being as exclusive as they are with their titles. Is that they know, like they
Yeah.
will have every little thing in the repository
Mm-hmm.
as they could possibly have, and they know that one of the greatest parts of a game is the music. So when you hear that song from like Peach's Stadium,
Yeah, man.
like from years back,
Yeah. Even in just like the normal
in the-
skinna na 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 na, bro, you still
Yep.
get that everywhere.
yep, and it immediately takes you back. you know?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
Bro, it's
they do a
crazy.
fantastic job with the soundtrack.
And then this new. Have you ever played the original Donkey Kong Country games?
I have played them. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I have them on the emulator on the Switch.
Yeah.
And then also at my grandma's house, I have the original SNES with like a combo pack of Donkey Kong Country and all the classic Mario games. I played it like on the raw plastic controller. Well, like
Yeah.
if you know how you play at SNES, your thumbs get so raw from rubbing them across that old D-pad. That's how I played the original Donkey Kong Country.
As it
and
was intended.
They've I don't want to say recycled, but they've borrowed soundtracks from the old one and then re-put it back in. They paid Donkey Kong Country such good homage in
That's
this game.
good.
It's oh my god.
That's good.
I'm a huge Donkey Kong guy. Like everything about it. So
Yeah.
I said in that one episode. It's like no matter what game it is,
You're playing Donkey.
I'm playing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was the
was one of
that
my
was the
clips.
first Mario Kart
Must have
conversation.
been.
'Cause
Yeah.
we were talking about
the horoscopes.
who we would pick
Yeah.
as our character in Mario Kart,
Yeah.
as opposed to like star signs.
What is? I'm sure they're curious. What is your star sign?
I am a Sagittarius.
I sang Nintendo.
What
What does that mean about you?
I have no idea.
I have no idea about mine either.
Somebody else told me it for me because they were like, "What's your sign?" I was like, "I don't know."
Oh.
And they were like, "Well, when were you born?" And I told them, and they're like, "Oh, you're a Sagittarius."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, okay."
I'm
that changed nothing about me.
I'm a Leo.
yeah.
Yeah.
I have no idea what that
Me
means.
either. Just kidding. I'm a Taurus. And I know that the reason I did that is because
that's a video, I think. Yeah.
there must have been so many people out there. Who
You
like,
seem like a Leo.
I knew he was a Leo this whole time. No, I'm actually a Taurus.
Yeah.
And the only thing I know that says about me is the stubbornness. I'm very bullheaded in times.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes. A lot of times, usually it's like you'll like say something and they'll be like, no, it's this. And you're like, oh, really? And it's like, yeah. It's like, oh, well.
That's true. I'm also susceptible to reason, you know?
Yeah.
I like
I never really saw you as stubborn, but I guess it's just that I haven't hit the right nerve.
I'm stubborn. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I'm stubborn in spirit and nature, but I feel like mentally, I'm very open to different points of view, especially if you make sense when explaining it to me. Because I don't think I'd have had an opposing point of view explain something to me reasonably in quite a long time, but had the opportunity to be presented to himself. I'm down to change my mind, but stubborn in like physical. Let's talk about me versus this bulldog sometimes, man. Bulldogs are notoriously stubborn.
I have experienced this firsthand.
So Ducky, my bulldog, I've recently discovered does not like to go on walks.
She doesn't like walks?
No, like we take her on walks because you got to walk your dog.
Yeah,
You got to walk the dog, right?
Yeah.
And we get to the park, which is literally down the block, max 3 suburban blocks away.
Yeah.
We get there in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And by the time we get to the park, she turns her little booty around and starts marching herself home. I'm like, what are you doing? We just got to the park so you can like play in the stream.
The journey was enough.
Yeah, exactly. And she's like, no, I want to go home so bad. And sometimes I'm like, I understand. It's hot. Lots of the time, it's because it's just me walking here and she walking there. And she also refuses to walk without both me and Millie. So
she has a routine.
Exactly. So and when she turns around and starts to head home, there is nothing you can do to convince her to continue onto the walk. Nope, she's got to turn around and go home.
Stubborn little dog.
She's very stubborn. So I've kind of had to trigger this stuff. Not trigger. Channel the stubbornness in me to combat sometimes when I need to do something that's right for the both of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, you got to break her out of that routine if it's beneficial for you guys.
Yeah. I wonder if the Taurus star sign aligns with my love for Donkey Kong.
No idea.
Not
even a little
Comment
bit.
down below.
Yeah.
Let me know.
Speaking of soundtracks, I'm sure you're familiar with the current events and have heard something about a specific Coldplay concert.
We got to talk about this guy.
For those of you who don't have
a phone, for those of you under a boulder, one of the most not powerful. You take it away.
A very well-known, was he a CEO?
He was
or was
a
he
CEO.
HR chief executive? It was HR chief.
Yeah.
And the CEO
of what company?
I forget the company, but I don't know if we should say.
My phone's filming. I can't look it up. Someone look it up.
Yeah. But there was a CEO and his HR chief who went to a Coldplay concert. Mind you, both of them, man and woman respectively, had their own separate partners. They were both married.
They were both married. Yeah, they were there. They were there. Not together.
They weren't.
No, they were there together. No, I'm saying. They were there together.
They were there together, but
they weren't supposed to be.
They were there together, but they weren't together. You know what I mean? But what happened was that Coldplay had a Megatron, Jumbotron,
yeah,
Megatron,
Megatron. They had Transformers on stage live,
they had
seeking out the cheaters.
They had a Jumbotron screen with the camera pointing at people in the audience, and it caught these two cuddled up together, red-handed, straight up spooning in the top.
If you haven't seen the clip yet,
top suite,
go look up this clip.
It was
amazing
because the moment the camera hit them, the dude ducks down like he just saw a sniper's glare
and the
in
woman
a window,
covers her face
and turns around, turns. Yeah, like you act like we didn't already see you, and you think
Yeah.
turning a full 180 is going to block you. Did you see the lady next to them just beat
She
red?
she was dying
Hand
laughing.
like, oh, she knew. She had to know.
She also worked for the company.
No
she
way.
worked in HR.
She worked at
So
HR. She was a part of the.
She's the real one. I'll tell you why. Because she had to go to that concert and keep her mouth shut because both of her bosses were doing stuff together, and she had to know. But you can't say nothing.
She
about
had
that.
to know.
Those are two powerful people. She
Yeah,
worked in HR.
She wanted to keep her job.
Owner of the company and like your boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wanted
Right
to keep
then and
her
there.
being and they were over there being
I bet
being
she
cheaters.
I bet she turned beet red because she was like, finally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
we're here.
Because now you don't have to be the whistleblower.
Yeah. It Coldplay did it for her.
Yeah, Coldplay did it. Yeah.
Coldplay did it for her.
They took away that burden of knowledge for this poor lady.
Do you have any idea how good that probably felt?
Probably.
Like she had to like she knew. She absolutely knew before the concert was even a thing. Like they probably did some stuff in the office that just gave signs. Like,
And for those of you saying that she should have spoken up earlier, yes, I agree. But it's your job,
It
dude.
is.
We have no idea what kind of pressure she was under to keep that secret.
Especially when it's those two very powerful people for your job. Like she was not. I guarantee you, she was probably working underneath the HR chief.
I wish I knew more about the
I
situation.
guarantee you, she was a lower staff member.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah.
if she did say something, I would not have been shocked if she was suddenly fired.
Yeah.
And then this would have all fizzled into obscurity.
But this is, first of all, none of her fault. Both of their
Nothing
fault.
at all.
Let's talk about that reaction.
That was awesome.
They got caught with their hands in the cookie jar.
Mm-hmm.
First of all,
Absolutely.
shows how little they were prepared to be caught, though.
Yes, they
Because
were messy. You're in public.
No one thought nothing until you freaked out like that.
Yeah. If y'all got put on the Jumbotron, y'all were already in public. Anybody could see you. If
Know what y'all had to do was all you had to do was this. Hey, hey,
or
hey.
just keep dancing.
Yeah.
Pretend
no one knows
just
you.
pretend no one knows you. And until you had that reaction, unless your wife or her husband saw the Jumbotron footage, unless they saw it, all you had to do was act.
Yeah.
And you could have kept it going. No, y'all had you melted down.
You showed your hand. You showed your hand before the game was over.
You sold it. You turned the cards to the camera. It was so bad. And then the best part has to be the guy ducking.
Yeah,
the best part had to be the guy ducking.
He hit the deck.
First off, that dude was taller than her. Like he was in view to me before she was.
Yeah,
I'm seeing his face,
head and shoulders above
Then I'm
her.
looking down and seeing her in front of him.
Yeah.
Like I saw you, dude. You don't have to go, oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, as if like
it was so slow.
Yeah.
He dunked down like he was in an elevator. It was so slow.
It was like the worst get down, Mr. President, you'd ever seen.
It was so
Oh
bad.
man, because I feel like it was less of a duck and more of a crumple.
Yeah.
Because within the first 3 seconds, he had known he was caught.
It's over.
And like you're really in the wrong when your first reaction is shame.
Yeah.
It's
absolutely.
Like he definitely ducked down in shame. Which shame on you. Should have.
Absolutely.
But it's
You should feel bad.
you should feel bad, but you should also just be ready next time.
Yeah.
Next time, not next time.
If you're gonna be doing that kind of stuff, you gotta,
There shouldn't be a next time.
you gotta be a little more on your P's and Q's. I'm not telling you to do it, but
for any situation, even if you're not doing something that bad, if you get caught with your hand in the cookie jar, like if there's still a way out, dude.
Yeah.
Lie better.
yeah, nobody would have ever been like, who are these two? Because I need to know.
Yeah.
If you didn't freak out like that.
Everyone would have just gone through that footage
That's
and be
the
like,
only
we would have scrolled right past you guys.
They would have saw y'all doing your little dance together, swaying in each other's arms, and they'd have been like, "Oh, cute." Move to the next one.
This is the only thing that gave them away too. Like, let's break this down. What gave them away was the arm placement.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you can get away with 2 seconds of arm placement here, and then like, I'm not saying I would ever be caught in this situation ever,
Yeah.
but if the arms go up, hey, we were just whatever.
yeah,
It can go here. It can go to the hands, and now we're doing a
Doing a
one of
little
these things.
dance.
I've seen so many great reels and TikToks about like how you could have reacted to this situation
Yeah.
to save your cheating ass.
Yeah.
Which is like bad advice.
Oh, well, I mean, let's be clear here. We are not promoting cheating. We are not trying to tell you to do that.
Yes.
It's just that in this particular scenario, no one would have ever caught them in like as big of a folly as they are.
Exactly.
If they didn't react the way that they are. And that's the only reason we're talking about it.
I'm disgusted by the cheating.
We're disgusted by the cheating.
But I'm also appalled by the performance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What is this?
Yeah, they fumbled it hard, no matter how bad they were already acting as well.
I think what it is that I'm just so shocked that you're a person of insane power. You know, like you have wealth and all this stuff, and you're in a really big thing. Like once you've committed that I'm doing this wrong thing, you're in it. Mm-hmm. So no backup plan as soon as the lights come on, man.
No, nothing.
Nothing.
You didn't have any way of protecting yourself the moment that the net came out from under you.
It's like you're building a Jenga tower and then removing blocks before you even get to the top.
Yeah.
Like what the heck?
It was bad. It's destined.
There was
no way of that not being any messier.
Which maybe it is good that they were bad liars because they got exposed the way they should.
They were terrible liars. Oh, yeah. Horrible liars.
I've also heard that this Coldplay concert is insane.
I mean, it's Coldplay.
Yeah.
It is Coldplay. They're huge.
My buddy Jamie from college, she's trying to get me to go in London.
To Coldplay?
Yeah.
You gonna go see somebody else get caught cheating?
I hope. Oh my God, that'd be crazy
that would
live.
Be insane.
Oh my God, I wouldn't stop talking about it loudly.
I honestly, if another clip of like somebody getting caught cheating at Coldplay happens, I'm going to just assume that Coldplay knows ahead of time.
Yeah.
And is just exposing people.
Didn't they, this might have been a meme, but didn't they say that they're going to have sections in the audience for people to go if they don't want to be on camera caught cheating?
Is that a thing?
This might be misinformation.
Way is that real?
I don't know if this is misinformation, but I heard that moving forward, they're going to have sections in the audience where you can go.
Do you want to go
stand.
to a concert for Coldplay, but you don't want to get caught cheating on your spouse with your workplace lover? Well, we have sections for you in the lower suite that you can go to that the Jumbotron will not capture you on film for.
For a premium.
Yeah, you gotta pay extra to not get caught cheating. That's insane.
What other reason would you stand in that section for if you don't want to be on camera? Oh, I didn't do my makeup going to a Coldplay concert.
I'm camera shy. I think they said it in the video. Is like either they're having an affair or they're really shy. I think they said that in the video.
Good for them then.
And that had to have been where the final nail got buried in the coffin.
Yeah.
Because they already ducked and turned around and hid their faces, and Coldplay in front of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people, just, oh yeah, they're either having an affair or they're shy.
Caught red-handed.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and then I also saw a TikTok made by that guy's son.
The CEO?
The CEO's son. Yeah, he was like, and the Dad of the Year award goes to.
Oh,
and then he shows
God.
the clip of his dad getting caught, and then he turns the camera, shows himself, and he's like, "That's dad."
Insane.
Oh my God, man, Millie.
Has the wife been?
Millie, what company was that CEO from?
Astronomer. Yeah.
Astronomer. Is that like a space company?
I have no idea.
It sounds like it. It's astronomer.
Astronomy.
It's
Big time CEO.
Yeah.
Oh my. So now, like,
did the wife ever like speak up about it?
I have no clue.
I have no idea.
I wish I had my phone. We should be more prepped on this topic.
We should be more prepped on it. But
I just like talking about the principle.
I liked the moment itself more than everything after.
Oh my!
We already know where it's going.
So like, what's next?
Divorce.
We got divorce
and probably a really nice settlement for the wife of the CEO and husband of the HR rep. Like if he even wants the money, you know.
What Coldplay should do, not Coldplay, what they should do, instead of buying a ticket to go see Coldplay, I want to get a ticket into that next meeting.
Yes,
where they're playing this clip.
To be a fly on the wall in that company's like conference room. To be a fly on the wall while they're both in there.
If I was going to be in that meeting, and I'm a low-ranking employee,
I'm saying something,
and my phone's going to be out.
Yeah, I'm saying something, and I have to record it. Like I gotta.
The world needs to know.
Why would I listen to you?
Yeah.
You got caught at Coldplay. You got caught lacking at Coldplay. Who? Who? You got caught lacking at Coldplay,
man. Cause you're a sky full of stars. Cause your mom's in my arms.
Stop. Mm-hmm. No, dude. It's incredible.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah.
What would you do in this instance? What would
If
your
I was the
reaction
CEO?
be? If you were CEO and you was caught in the I'm trying to think of other ways to say caught cheating. You were caught
you just
scribbling
said
the golf
it,
cart.
I mean, we already said it. We just act through it. Act through it and hope that, she doesn't go back and go, oh, I wonder how he was doing, and checks out the concert herself and sees me on the Jumbotron. And then as long as that doesn't happen, nobody cares.
Let me get your take on this. Rank this from best reaction to worst reaction. 1, what they did.
Definitely the worst.
Definitely worst, right?
Definitely the worst.
And then between the two, is it better to play it off and dance? Like get the moves going?
Yeah.
Or just lean in and then nothing's happening, you just smile and look. What's worse?
Honestly, I think dancing would be better because you're recognizing that you're on the Jumbotron.
Yes.
Like
we know we were seen.
Yeah, you're seen.
Oh, that's a really good
point. And you can be like excited that you're on the Jumbotron. Like do a little dance. Hey, we're on the screen. Everybody can see us.
And then plus it minimizes the contact.
Yeah.
We're out from the midriff area and I was only here for 2 seconds. My bad. I was hugging an employee.
Yeah, you're not belt to butt. Like you're just you know what I mean? You know what I mean, dude? You're just
get that belt buckle off that booty, sir.
Doing a little dance, arms up in the air,
Yeah.
And Coldplay wouldn't have said a thing about it. Coldplay wouldn't have called you out. You got called out by Coldplay.
All because of that reaction.
All because you acted that way.
What's another way you can get the hands from here to out?
I guess it's just before the camera hits you. There's not really
because we had 2 good seconds.
Yeah, you had 2 good seconds of just this going on.
Yeah. How can you play off 2 seconds?
You can't. That's one of those things that you can't sell it in a way that looks convincing.
I want to hear from this cameraman.
Dude, that dude needs a raise.
Yeah, man.
That dude needs a raise.
I want to hear this guy's point of view.
I feel like he had to have seen them well beforehand and went, I'm going to point at these guys. I wonder if the cameraman knew.
Oh, I was about to say. I wonder.
Hats on.
Tinfoil hat. Hats on. Hold on. Yeah, hats on. Hold on.
Hats on. Hear me out. The cameraman knew. All right. He knew. I don't know if he knew of the HR chief or the CEO. He knew of one of them.
Let's set up this clip.
Okay.
So what we're saying right now is that we believe that the cameraman who found the CEO cheating at a Coldplay concert knew that they were cheating and then put them on purpose.
I feel like he knew.
This is completely based off of no evidence, by the way. We are completely conspiring.
The odds are so slim of you catching that situation and getting that kind of content unless it was premeditated. Like that guy saw those 2, went, I'm going to put a camera on them. And did it, got the perfect amount.
The shot.
The perfect content.
Yeah.
And everybody reacted out of it. That dude, he's not going to get an angle like that ever again.
Let me premise. Mission accomplished. He got the shot.
Fantastic job.
Fantastic shot. I really want to hear from this cameraman.
You are a deadly sniper, cameraman.
No, because he either had to have worked for the arena or he had to have worked for Coldplay.
He had to have worked for one of those 2. And my money is on, because this CEO is such a big guy, he had to have at least maybe known about it. Because he was in one of those big suites, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he was in standing room.
He was in a standing room. That's big money.
That's huge.
That's big money. So I know he saw them, went, oh yeah, and just bow. And there it is. And we got what we got.
What's the motive? Why would he just to stir the pot, or do you think maybe he was invested? Or maybe he had a friend who was invested?
If there's anything I know about cameramen, it's just to stir the pot.
I respect that too.
Cameramen are not here to invest themselves in our lives. They are here purely for whatever happens on the other
TMZ
side
pays
of the
more
lens.
than the news.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh
It's
my gosh.
whatever happens on the other side of the lens is all they're worried about.
Oh my gosh.
You know, like he very well could have just went, I want to see what happens when I do this. And he pointed it there, got what he got, and went, this is all I could have ever asked for.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I would love to hear from this cameraman.
We got to get an interview with that guy, please.
Yeah. If you were the cameraman, reach out to Barely
This is
There.
a safe space. You can
Yeah.
come onto the show. All right. We would love to have you.
I'll even dub your voice.
I love your work.
Oh, love your work. Oh my
Love your
goodness.
work. Hats off.
Hats off, I guess. Dang.
Conspiracy.
Ducky got scared.
By the hat. Yeah. By the hat.
Ducky's scared of just about anything.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
She's a little shy.
Did we talk about conspiracy theories before? We did on the Newlywed Show.
We did.
Dang.
Very, very briefly.
Oh my god, how I love spreading funny and misinformation.
Yeah. We shared our
Our thoughts on big. Yes, we shared our favorites.
You said aliens exist, and I said
Yeah.
Bigfoot. But it was for us guessing for each other.
Yeah.
But I knew it was either you or your dad that thought Bigfoot.
My dad
exists.
loves Bigfoot. I love
knew it
Bigfoot
was-
too.
I knew it was one of you guys that was like full tilt, like Bigfoot's real. He's
Yeah.
around. I know it, and I just couldn't remember which one.
Bigfoot's so tough to believe in when you really hear about like the concept of groupthink. Because the biggest argument for the existence of Bigfoot that makes sense to me is how are there so many different accounts of some sort of Sasquatch across the world? And we have the Yeti in Asia, and there Bigfoot's here. We've heard of things up in Canada, Sasquatch sightings all around the world. But then the biggest argument I've heard against that is once the cryptic started to spread, all weird encounters of the woods were then attributed to Bigfoot. So we get all of these
So
because
all of
Bigfoot.
these accounts, because
Yeah.
it spread so much at the beginning that pretty much anything weird that happened was immediately attributed to him because it was
It was an explanation for the unexplainable was Bigfoot.
Yes.
So then all of these people start
that was their
attributing
answer to the unanswered.
Yes, exactly. So whenever something happens in the woods, yeah, but I really would love to hear one day, we got one in a cage.
Well, you
Old
remember,
Buster out in Minnesota.
Well, you remember when they went on the news and said, "Yeah, we have aliens,"
Yeah, what the heck?
and nobody cared.
No one batted an eye.
No one cared. It's like, dude, my rent is still due. Like,
I don't have
I don't-
time to pay attention.
I can't stress about aliens right now. I
Aliens.
still need to make this however many dollars a month to stay in my place.
Cool.
Like,
Are the aliens going to cover my loans?
Yeah,
Didn't think so.
yeah.
Next, please.
yeah, these aliens aren't covering my electric bill. So what does that got to do with me? Like,
What's your take on aliens?
my personal take is that if I ever had to believe in aliens, they would not come from space.
Okay. Where else would they come from?
The ocean.
But then would they be considered
We have-
aliens? I guess they would be.
You could only ever, alien
Alien
is
only
just
means foreign.
Foreign.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all it means is a foreign thing.
That's why we have this guy up here.
So when you
Yeah.
have but so little a percentage of the ocean explored, I think it's like 5%.
It's so difficult because
It's
we can't
super
bring
small.
light down there.
You can't bring anything down there. So you can only imagine how much of that unexplored ocean has something new that we would consider to be alien.
Intelligent, yeah.
So-
I believe in life outside of Earth. Don't get me wrong. Like I think that there's definitely some sort of tooth-like bacteria out there that
I mean, they've said that life is possible
Yeah.
in other spots, like Mars.
It's got
Or I
water.
think- yeah, it's got water.
water's
Yeah.
a big old sign of life.
Water's a huge sign of life.
There's like that moon off of Jupiter or one of them other planet, Titan.
I think
It's
they
got
said that
water.
there was like an Earth-like planet, like not in our
Yeah.
solar system, but
It
there
would
was
be-
an Earth somewhere else out in space that showed like a lot of compatibilities for life, like to exist. And
Imagine going there.
it was supposedly like an Earth like ours, but like 2 or 3 times bigger. And I'm like, I'm trying my best not to say super Earth because that's hell divers. And I'm saying,
Yeah.
but they would say stuff like that, and I'm like, that's cool and all, right? And we're so worried about, not worried, but we're so curious about things happening out there when there's still so little that is known
Oh, yeah.
about what's right off of our shore.
Yeah, man.
Where we know so much about so many things above water.
Yeah.
Once we go into the water, very little is known. And what we do know is almost always shrouded in mystery.
Yeah.
Like that's why anything that goes on with like anything dealing with like deep sea stuff and things like that, it feels a little more real. Like, I'm not saying it's 1,000% correct.
Yeah.
Like, what's a good example? Megalodon.
Yes. I was going to give this up. Mm-hmm.
Like Megalodon, massive, like great white shark.
We have evidence
style.
they existed too.
Yeah, we have evidence that they existed. You've seen the teeth and things like that. And that gives us the knowledge to know that there was a chance. It might not have been exactly how we imagine it or have picturized it now, but there is a really good chance that there's just a massive shark that has existed thousands upon thousands of years back.
This is the fact that always gets me tripped up about the ocean, but it also makes me feel a little more comfortable. There's something called the squared cubed law, and it means as something's as something's size expands linearly, its volume expands exponentially. Mm-hmm. So that mass has to do with like how much your bones can hold stuff too. So that's why land animals can only be so big, like the size of a dinosaur or the size of a mammoth or an elephant. Because once the animal gets so big, the strength of bones can no longer support it. It would collapse under its own weight.
Yeah.
So that's why everything's kind of averaged out to, human size, and we have many different sizes. But when it comes to the water, the squared cube law still applies, but you have buoyancy to help support your weight. That's why people think that no animal could really get bigger than the blue whale, because if a blue whale washes up on shore, it's no longer affected by buoyancy, so its body starts to weigh down on itself.
It starts to like flatten out and pancake a little.
But what if
it floats up?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sharks don't have bones.
Sharks do not. It's all cartilage.
So does the squared cube law apply differently? And how big can things get?
Ooh.
And then we think of these massive leviathans underwater, which means if the internal structure gets bigger, that means we need really powerful and large muscles to move this enormous amount of mass on a creature.
Now
what does this thing consume?
I was about to say, now think about what they need to eat in order to stay alive. And I actually read something about this.
But also consider if they're not at the surface, they're in darkness. So light, which is the energy of the world, can't get all the way down there. So how is something that is that enormous with that many muscles that need to move that many huge bones or cartilage, maintain all that energy, if literally the world's source of energy cannot reach it?
It has to eat.
It has to eat something.
It has to eat something, and it has to be something big. Now, I was saying something.
There's always a bigger fish.
I was reading something about this, and it was theorized. This is me getting into it because sharks are one of my favorite animals. So
oh my God. If you're into sharks, buckle in, because you got two shark boys over here.
This is a Shark Week household.
Yes.
All right? Shark Week. If you don't like Shark Week, you're not invited. But if you do, please come over. Tell me
what you're going to say. I got a question for you after this.
It was theorized that great white sharks, like the first generations of great white sharks that were supposedly descendants of like the megalodon, or the most direct descendants of the megalodons, became slowly but surely smaller in order to compete with their predecessors. And because of them being so much smaller, they were so much faster and so much more efficient hunters.
And they needed less food.
So they would fight in groups. They could kill a big whale and eat only but a fraction of it and leave and be full. And then another one could come by, eat the exact same whale and do more and do the exact same thing until that whale is gone. But you're leaving less for the megalodons, who needed probably entire
who needed more.
So when
That's such a good point.
you go down the line, they were out. They were starving out the megalodon.
They hunted themselves to death
They
by evolving smaller.
They evolved. They became smaller, and the smaller variants needed less in order to survive. So they were able to eat and thrive, where their predecessors were so big
I
that
guess
the competition.
Yeah, sorry. Their successors did. Sorry, they didn't hunt themselves to death. Their successors out-hunted them to death.
They outdid them.
That is. This is science, man. Remember I was talking about belief based on reason? Yeah, man. This is the type of evidence I need for you to get me to believe in shit. That's why I love sharks, dude.
They outdid them. This is the
Humans have loved sharks forever because they've been around for exponentially longer than us.
Sharks have been here longer than trees.
Yeah, right? What? What is that?
Longer than trees?
Go find any tree. There's a shark out there.
Older than that.
Beats it. Nothing outranks a shark.
Yeah.
My first question was, what's your favorite shark?
Well, I'm a little basic. I love great whites.
Mine's a hammerhead, so.
Hammerhead is a very good pick.
I love the Adventure Aquarium in Philadelphia because they're the only aquarium that has a great hammerhead shark. And it is so sick to see this thing in person because it doesn't even look like it's using anything to move. It just kind of floats.
It just kind of moves forward.
And it's like, yo, imagine if this thing kicked into second gear.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
have you ever seen them breach?
Man. Yeah, man. Oh my gosh.
Like, you got to think about how powerful of an animal you have to be. Like, have you ever tried jumping out of a pool?
Yeah.
You barely make it out.
Yeah, man.
You barely make it out.
And
these things go full, like they could be 18, 19, 20 feet long. They'll still fully make it out of the water, like tail fin out the water.
Like a jump.
Yeah, like a straight up jump.
Longer than we can jump.
And then eventually go back into the water with clearance. Like they got feet of space beneath them.
Oh my God. Dude.
They're strong, dude.
Speaking of evolution, like, have you ever thought about why hammerheads freaking look like that?
Why?
I don't know why. I actually don't know if we do know why, but I've heard a whole bunch of theories. And one of them is that entire front of that big old long head has so many nerve endings. And when it comes to nerves also freak me out because nerve count has a lot to do with stuff. Like with dogs, their primary sense is scent, is smell.
Yeah.
And like, I didn't realize this till I was listening to Caesar Milan when I was training Ducky. You don't realize that the eyes and the nose, the eyes, ears, mouth, they all follow the nose because they got this, dogs. So they're doing this. So if the nose goes this way, the eyes go this way. If everything follows the nose, so this nose is. And then there's this documentary on Netflix. It's like The Secret Life of Pets, but not the animated movie.
Yeah.
And they talk about how dogs can even sense infrared with their nose. And they can smell, I think, 90 to 100 times better than humans. This is all just guesses, by the way. I'm just throwing out numbers, not real statistics.
Right.
Now imagine that times 1,000,000 on the front of an underwater creature. Like that whole thing can sense like everything. It's like, and the eyes are just a secondary sense.
The eyes are just there to be there.
So it's like, if you think hammerheads are like not great because their eyes are pointed in a different direction,
Yeah, they're not worried about that. They don't need to see you.
Exactly. They don't need. They can see you in other ways that we can understand.
Yep.
That's my rant on hammerhead sharks. Love the hammerhead. But you reminded me earlier about the great white theory, pack hunting whales.
Yes.
Speaking of pack hunting, I know it's a little outdated, but I can't believe I haven't asked you this before.
We're having a very animal-focused episode today.
Oh, yeah. No, welcome to the jungle.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your take on this 100 men versus one gorilla thing? I need to know. I need to know.
I've had arguments at work over this. I'm so glad you asked.
On 3, we're both going to say man or gorilla for who we think would win. 3, 2, 1, man. Okay, my man. Yep. Glad we're here.
Thank you.
That's why we're here for. That's what we're here for.
This is why we're friends.
Take it away.
So if you think about it, we've done greater and stronger targets with fewer people. Like I'm not saying it wouldn't be kind of the first guy that goes in is absolutely doesn't matter.
We're gonna lose a couple. I'm not saying everyone's coming back.
It's not gonna be clean.
No,
like it's not gonna be clean.
No,
but it's happened where way back when a couple of maybe 5 or 6 guys with pointy sticks would run up on a mammoth and jab it a few times and be like, oh yeah, this thing bleeds. And then it ran or fought. And if it ran, we sweat. We can jog. We can wait on this.
We're endurance creatures.
Yeah. We just jog until you get tired. And then once you're tired, you're not fighting as well as you want to. Once you're in a corner, it's over. Like we just got to keep doing this until you give up.
Yeah.
And then we can eat. Like that's all it is. And if I don't know if you know this, gorillas, despite them being very powerful animals, do not have great stamina.
Is that right?
They do not. They're not great when it comes to stamina.
I didn't know that.
They're very short-winded.
Holy crap. Yeah, but once again, we got to think about where all that energy's coming from.
Yeah. They're massive.
Those are massive muscles that need lots of energy, and they're vegetarians. Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're vegetarians.
They eat grass and leaves and things like that. Like they need to constantly be eating in order to maintain that kind of energy to do things like fighting and doing things like that. That's why a lot of fights between them last seconds and then it's over.
Where's the zookeeper?
Yeah.
Where's the zookeeper? Oh my god.
What do you want me to do? Box him? Like,
yeah, right. What do you want to get in there? Jump in?
I remember that video.
Bro.
That video's awesome.
If you're that lady, don't come on the show.
Yeah, do not come here. We do not come here. This is not a safe space for you. I'm sorry.
Whenever
the zookeeper.
Whenever these questions, these hypothetical arguments come up, there's been a few that I've really enjoyed. Like the billion lions versus one of every Pokemon. There's been the more doors or more wheels in the world question. I really like this one because I feel like I can structure my argument based off of a few things that we know. So the first one is like we agree no weapons, but like street clothes.
With sure. 100 men.
But so no weapons.
It's going to be a lot harder with no weapons.
Yeah.
Like that's the main thing that gave us an advantage over everything.
Here's even my hot take.
We can make tools.
I don't even think we would need 100 men to beat the gorilla. I think we would need 10.
10?
10 men versus one gorilla, I still think win. And here's why. What do you think is stronger? A wolf or a man?
A wolf?
A wolf. Wait, what?
A wolf.
I was going to say a man.
You think a man is stronger than a wolf?
I think a man's stronger than a wolf. Because
well, let me not say that.
Wolf.
Let me not say that.
Yes.
So a man's arm definitely like a man can wrestle a wolf.
Yes.
That is true. But a wolf
better bite force.
The bite force is the greatest determining factor because at the end of the day, we are just worried about who can make the other bleed faster.
Exactly. So here, the reason I say a man is because our vital organs are much higher up off the ground. And yes, they can jump, but that is one big jump they need to make for one clean bite in order to get us to kill. And then also we also have a bite force, but we also have arm strength, finger strength, leg strength. Our muscles in total, we are much bigger than wolves. We are much smarter than wolves. So I think one man, if it's like a feral, I'm talking like caveman, like ready to kill, like versus one wolf. If a man were to absolutely lose his mind, of course a man would win. Wolves are so strong because they're pack hunters. They space themselves out. So I think you would agree that 3 wolves could kill one gorilla.
Absolutely.
And now we've established that man is not only bigger, smarter, and stronger than a wolf. Give me 10 men versus one gorilla. Because we also have bite force. One man can get on the neck and start...
We do have bite force, but our mouths are small.
Oh, but
that's
small.
the whole...
I can prawn on my way out. Yeah, I'm talking we're going absolutely feral.
We're trying
to live here, man.
You gotta understand. Despite us having we have a solid bite force. The only reason that we can't just snap fingers off like carrots is because our brain tells us not to. We have a lot of force in our jaws, but our mouths are small compared to most animals. And that's why we can't really do the whole I bite your neck and I kill you because their throat is bigger than our mouth.
That's another really good point. But it does really freaking hurt when a person bites you.
It does. Have you ever had a kid bite you?
Oh my God. Yeah. Bro, not fun.
Yeah.
Not fun.
But
I've had a me bite me. I bite my lip all the time.
Oh my God, don't get me started, dude. I do that so much.
But then this is the other caveat when I talk about the gorilla versus man. And this is where I think the gorilla might take it.
Okay.
How much time do the men have to plan? Because if it's 100 men in the middle of the street, just not expecting a gorilla, and then suddenly attacks,
they got to take it on.
Just drops off a gorilla. Now we got to take it on. and we're not coordinating. Suddenly, then the panic sets in.
Panic, yeah.
And then you see a gorilla kill someone. You're like, holy crap!
That could have been me.
That could have been me, and then it will be you because that gorilla.
Because now you're worried. Now you're off your game.
That gorilla doesn't need a plan. That
gorilla is not worried about a plan. He's just going.
But even if we had 10 minutes, and they're like, hey, there's a gorilla going to come in here.
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
5 minutes of proper planning.
Yeah.
Where you know your place in the
circle,
gorilla.
yeah, circle it up, close it in.
The gorilla fighting
just
squad.
Dog pile it, dude. It's not gonna be able to do anything under a dog pile.
100 dudes.
That's like 1,000 pounds of flesh.
Yeah, this is 100 guys barehanded taking on a gorilla. If they had a few minutes of planning, I think it's the men. Take it.
But if it's spontaneous,
if it was spontaneous,
if it's like a Mr. Beast video, we have no idea what we're getting ourselves into.
Then
I think the gorilla has a chance. If
he
we
has
have
a
no
chance.
Plan.
He has a chance. He's definitely taking a few people, no matter how you do it. But how actually? But then now here's the other scenario: if the gorilla starts going apeshit and it kills 15 people. We still have 85 people left to get their shit together, you know? And lock in.
And lock in.
And just lock in on this gorilla.
We got to take down this gorilla, man.
Yeah.
So I think it does go to the men.
Yeah.
Because
I think so too.
I even think there would be less casual. No, that's probably a given that there would be less casualties if we have more planning time. But however little planning time we have, the first few guys become that buffer for a plan to form naturally.
Yes.
And it's like, if we can lock eyes with each other and be like, we're going to pack hunt this thing, it's over for that gorilla.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's the pack.
The moment coordination comes in, it's over. The moment coordination comes in, it's over. That's why wolves, that you said it with wolves.
Yep.
Wolves are as strong as their ability to cooperate.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing with people. And we're doing it barehanded. I'm saying we could win barehanded with 100 men. We could easily take on that gorilla with maybe 10, 20 guys if you gave us the chance to have basic tools.
Oh my!
Basic tools. I'm not saying like a gun.
Like sharp stick.
Yeah, like sharp sticks.
Yeah.
Like 10 guys tops.
That's
20 guys maybe if you wanted extra.
That's what makes the human such a dangerous animal. Isn't like our physicality.
It's not our physical features.
It's our mind.
Yeah.
And our comprehension of what has happened and what will happen and what would happen if we did X.
We can plan.
Yeah.
You can plan.
I give it to the men.
I give it to the guys. Yeah. I think the fellas win.
I like this one better than the billion lions versus all the Pokemon. Because
it feels a little more realistic.
I was about to say, it feels a little more tangible. Like, I don't know what a billion lions looks or feels like.
Yeah, but they're not beating Giratina. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I would definitely give it to all the Pokemon.
Every Pokemon bodies.
Oh my god, where are we at? We're at 58. Dude, this was like, oh my god.
This is a very animal intensive video.
Yeah. And cheating.
Yeah.
We covered a lot of ground today.
Lions and liars.
Lions, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you like that? Yeah, you like that? Yeah.
I like that.
All right.
Well, I got to think of one now too. Hold on. Lions. Lion. No, we had the bear. We had the sharks.
Yeah, we had sharks. It was mostly sharks. We weren't really thinking about lions.
Sharks and snakes.
That was cool.
Eels and escalators.
Eels and Eels.
Dang. Shout out SpongeBob. Dang. Well, thank you guys for tuning into another episode.
Escalators.
Escalators! I think that's all we got for this week, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna start.
We got to do another activity soon, though.
Yeah, we have more to film today, so there's more coming out soon.
Yeah.
I think we also got to start promoting this guy, this podcast. If you've seen any of these episodes, by far, completely naturally through the algorithm, we thank you because you guys are establishing our connection with the algorithm. But I think we got to get us some work on getting us out there. So
yeah, I think so.
We can talk about that a little more today too.
We'll figure that out.
Great episode. Well, anyways, guys, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We have a lot of different topics to comment throughout the episode. We really appreciate it.
A ton of different topics. This was definitely a little bit more of a conversational episode.
And we'll read all of them.
And we will read them.
Lots of exciting stuff happening.
Nothing but glad for the engagement, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully we have a little bit more to talk about. Maybe an activity or something.
Yeah.
See what we got going on next week.
I got ideas. I was just so tired this week.
Trust me, I understand. It's been very eventful.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
Don't
I
forget
think
about that coffee table either.
do not forget about that coffee
Oh
table.
my gosh,
Please, we need that coffee
If you haven't
table.
listened before, Brendan and I are in a never-ending quest to get a perfectly fitting coffee table to fit our equipment on, and we also want to start having coffee during the episodes.
We can't just do it by like being like, all right, let's go out together and let's get a coffee table. Like we need it to have a story.
We need to
Like,
find
we
the
need-
faded coffee table.
We need we need the faded coffee table. And
Let
I'm
us know
going
if
to
you
keep
have it.
asking for it every episode. So it doesn't matter if it gets old to you. I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask. You're going to get so sick of me asking about this coffee table, and I'm going to do it again next week. Trust me. All right.
Yeah.
But other than that, thank you guys for tuning in. Always grateful for every time that you guys check in.
This is great. I like
Yeah.
doing this.
I do too, man.
Cool.
Yeah.
See you guys next week.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.